The number one is said to be what? The pole of what? The mirror. An alternative name for the pole of the mirror is called the optical what? Center, otherwise known as the midpoint. Please, I want you to be passionately engrossed. This is a very critical what? Aspect, which if you mix, it may incapacitate your capacity or your ability to do well as far as what? Spherical what? Mirror is concerned. Technical terms, I repeat. Number one is called the pole of the mirror. So what is the pole of a mirror? Whether concave or convex, it is alternatively called the optical center. The pole of the mirror, by simple definition, is defined as the midpoint of what? The mirror. Which is to say, if this is what? A mirror, specifically a concave spherical what? Mirror, the midpoint here, otherwise called the optical center, is said to be the pole of the mirror. So when you see a mirror, the midpoint of it, whether it is convex or concave, is said to be the pole of the mirror. Another vital word, technical term, you need to know is known as what? The center of the mirror. The center, it's said to be what? The center of curvature of the mirror. There's a distinction between the midpoint of the mirror and the center of curvature of the mirror. What is called the center of curvature? The center of curvature simply means the center of what? The sphere of which the mirror was formerly a part. Remember, I told you that what? Spherical mirror are obtained from what? Spherical what? Object. And don't forget, for every spherical object, there is what? A center. This particular center from which what? Or of which the mirror extracted from it was formerly a part is said to be the center of curvature. Diagrammatically, let me communicate it to you in a transparent clearness. For instance, this is what? A sphere. This is a sphere. This is what? A sphere. And of course, this sphere has what? A center. Let's label the center what? C. You will discover that what? When this particular what? Mirror is extracted from it, we have something what? Of this form. This is said to be a spherical what? Concave mirror. It was formerly a part of this particular what? Sphere. But when extracted, it takes what? The form of this. There, this particular point is called what? The center. So the center of what? The spherical curved mirror, which, or the center of what? This sphere as a whole, of which the spherical mirror was formerly a part. Remember that what? This mirror was formerly a part of this what? Sphere. So the center of the sphere, of which this particular mirror was formerly a part, is called the center of curvature. Very, very important. Please, I will repeat it. That the center of curvature is defined as the center of what? The sphere, of which the mirror was formerly a part. A spherical what? Concave mirror originated from a sphere. And this sphere has what? A center. The center of this sphere, of which this mirror was formerly a part, is called the center of curvature. It's called the center of curvature. The next technical term which I'll be looking at is known as what? The principal axis. The principal axis. Without the understanding of these technical terms, there's no way you can communicate the language of a spherical mirror to be specific. I'm done with the pole. Of course, the center of curvature. Another critical aspect is known as what? The principal what? Axis. What is the principal axis of a spherical mirror, concave or convex? The principal axis of a spherical what? Curved what? Mirror is simply an imaginary ray that is connecting the pole of the mirror to the center of curvature. An imaginary ray cutting across the center of curvature and reaching the pole of the mirror is called the principal axis. In other words, an imaginary ray that connects the pole of the mirror to the center of curvature is said to be the principal axis. I have been able to explain what the pole of the mirror is all about. Look at it here. The midpoint, otherwise known as the optical center of the mirror, is known as the pole of the mirror. Then I told you that the center of curvature is simply the center of the sphere of which the mirror was formerly a part. Now there is what? An imaginary ray that is connecting the center of curvature to the pole. Look at the center of curvature. Look at what the pole. This this line that is connecting the center of curvature to the pole of the mirror is what we call the principal axis.